Coming up, backed by popular demand, Shamoun Kassab enlighten freshmen out there on the do's and don'ts of Brother Rice. Langston and Dantes meet the new freshmen on the football team, Vegas Sia, in Big Man on Campus. Collins and Delu visit the Dean's office in the first Dean's Corner. Robinson and Poota will introduce you to one of Brother Rice's newest additions in the cafeteria. What sports teams are making a play for the Catholic High School League crown? You might be surprised to find out which team. Orozco and Gappy interview the soccer team to find out the reason for the turnaround this year. And finally, Lacanaria previews this year's field day. All of this and more in this year's first edition of the Chieftain Live. But first, I'll need my news team. News team, assemble! News team, assemble! News team, assemble! Good afternoon, Brother Rice. My name is Braden Willis, and welcome to Season 6 of the Chieftain Live. We have quite a few fresh faces on staff this year, so let's hear what they have to say about today's topics. This being the freshman edition of the Chieftain Live, it's customary to help the freshmen distinguish the difference between right and wrong here at Brother Rice, because everyone knows that they definitely need it. Shamoun and Kassab make their debut on the Chieftain Live, covering the do's and don'ts that the freshmen should definitely know.
First few weeks of high school are never easy for incoming freshmen and new students. There are some things that people should and should not do. I had the lucky experience to chat with some fellow seniors and ask them what some do's and don'ts are for incoming freshmen.
Definitely form relationships with your teachers, become close with them, and when you come time for college, those recommendation letters are pretty important.
Definitely don't cut in front of the freshmen. As upperclassmen, we have to be honorable men. We have to, set an example. And secondly, make sure to clean up after yourself.
I hope you freshmen listened up, because those are definitely some key points. Knowing what to do is one thing. Knowing what not to do is another.
Say it's a Friday night and there's a football game. You don't want to go. What should you do?
You should go no matter what. Spread the school spirit and text Dane Divine for a ride.
You should never pull out your phone going past Coach Kaz's office or room. He's always sitting there waiting to snipe you.
Thanks for listening in, and I hope these tips help all of you freshmen in your next few great years at Rice.
A new school year means a new freshman class, and with them comes a small batch of freshmen that have what it takes to compete on the varsity sports teams. Langston and Dantes cover this month's Big Man on Campus.
Good afternoon, Brother Rice. I'm Dantes Fuller, and welcome to Big Man on Campus. I'm here with varsity running back freshman Vegas C. First question. How do the upperclassmen treat you on varsity?
They treat me great. If I make any mistakes, they'll tell me what I'm doing wrong and make sure I'll get it right.
What is your dream college to go to?
My dream college is Penn State because KJ Hamlin went there and he's friends with my dad.
Who's your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush is Saweetie.
What is your favorite video game?
My favorite video game is probably Batman Arkham Knight because I really like Batman growing up, so I think it's fun.
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably Avengers Infinity War. I like the action in it. It's real good.
If you have to choose one character from that movie, who would it be?
Captain America.
Why?
Because he really doesn't have any powers and he's fighting aliens and stuff. It's really crazy.
Last question. What is your varsity nickname?
My varsity nickname, coaches call me Hollywood. The team calls me Cake Boy. You call me Nevada. And that's really it.
Well, that's this month's Big Man on Campus. I'm Dantes Fuller, and that's Vegas Say, and we'll see you next time.
There always seems to be a pattern of controversies at the start of every school year. Whether it's the bees, quarter zips, or parking lots, there's something every year for someone to complain about. Collins and Delu make their Chieftain Live debut by visiting the dean's office and getting to the bottom of the student body's new complaint in this first edition of the Dean's Corner.
This year, there have been a few changes made to Brother Ice. We've decided to ask Dean Williamson about some of these changes. We asked him why we can't have facial hair, why he's decided to be in the cafeteria during lunch, and why Brother Ice is different from other schools. Okay, so my first question is, we've noticed that this year, even though we're still wearing masks, the facial hair rule has changed, and we can't have it this year. Why is that?
So last year was the first year, obviously, that we encountered COVID and face masks. So there was a little bit of an exception there, an understanding. This year is our second year. I think we're pretty used to the face masks at this point, and we want to make sure we're getting back to what we know works, which is what's in our handbook.
You've made the decision to be in the lunchroom for all 3 lunch hours this year. Why did you make that decision?
I hate sitting in my office by myself, and I like being around all you guys. So an opportunity to be in here with you is a lot funner than sitting in my office.
Okay. And then my last question is why does Brother Ice High School stand out from every other college prep high school?
Because of what we are made up of, and our community is what makes Brother Ice different from everybody else. While everybody else can say they have a community and this and that, we truly do have a brotherhood, and that's what makes Brother Ice different. And from our alumni to everybody that are around us and working with us, everybody's in this for a different reason and are in it for a ministry, and our community is what makes us different.
One of the highlights of student life here at Brother Rice are the lunch choices. With ambitious intentions with regards to feeding lunch to the students here at Brother Rice, True Foods has a love-hate relationship at times with the student body. However, True Foods has improved their reputation in the eyes of the students so far this year, and it's all thanks to one man, Chef Chris. Robinson and Poota introduce you to the man who has single-handedly saved lunch at Brother Rice.
There seems to be quite the sizzle coming from the kitchen this year. That sizzle is none other than Chef Chris. Chef Chris is new to Brother Rice this year, so of course we have lots of questions to ask him. Chef Chris first became interested in culinary arts. His reasoning for getting into culinary arts was quite simple. He was drawn to it.
In life, you guys are going to realize that you have certain talents and things that you kind of just gravitate to. And when you realize that, you kind of got to take hold to it and, just kind of run with it and do the best that you can with it.
Chef Chris really enjoys working here at Brother Rice. He has a great energy, and the students seem to have taken quite a liking to him.
I think Chef Chris is debatably one of the best additions to Rice. I'd say Chef Chris is really comparable to my grandmother's cooking at home. Every time I step in the cafeteria, it smells amazing, and I know it's going to be a great lunch.
3 kitchen tools. First one is my music. That's definitely a tool that's required. The second thing is not necessarily a kitchen tool, but having my team, which is, probably the greatest thing. And then my chef's knife. I need my actual personal knife to get in the kitchen and really feel like I'm doing something.
Chef Chris is a great chef, and he is very passionate about his work. If you haven't stopped by the cafeteria to meet him, be sure to do so to see what new creation he's whipping up.
At Brother Rice, the soccer team is often overshadowed by the football team. However, the soccer team this year seems to have a lot of talent and is bound to make a run to the top of the CHSL this year. Orozco and Gappy look to find out the reason for the turnaround the soccer team has had this season.
This year's soccer is making a push for the Catholic League crown. After 2 tough seasons, this young core is finally repeating the benefits of a tough rebuild.
Is that we all want the same thing, which is to win. And at the moment, we're tied for first in the Catholic League, and we're moving the ball real well, and we're all getting along.
Grew as a team, and we all became closer, so it really helped us this season.
These boys signify how a team should play, but it's the hard work and bonding that have made the biggest difference this year. As their season continues, they're hoping for more success. This team is truly special and has big aspirations for the outcome of the season. Stay tuned as this team continues to make a push in the Catholic League and hopefully the district crown.
One of the most popular events in the eyes of the students is Field Day, which seems to be approaching a bit early this year in comparison to the past. However, Field Day might still be a little bit different at the tail end of the COVID pandemic. Lacanaria makes his Chieftain Live debut by covering the ins and outs of Field Day and the changes made to this year's competition.
COVID-19 wreaked havoc on Field Day 2020. With most events being held outside and offering an opt-out option to students, Field Day 2021 looks to return to the great day that students remember it to be. However, with some COVID protocols in place, Field Day will still look different from what it has looked like before.
We are going to continue to do a lot of the events that we've done in the past. I'm super excited about the opening ceremony. We've incorporated a new game called the Hunger Games, and the Hunger Games are going to allow a senior and freshman from each band to get out there and compete, survival of the fittest, so to speak.
With Field Day being considered one of the key events to winning the Band of Brothers Championship, there's added pressure to winning this event. Pressure can bring out the best in some unlikely heroes.
What would be your standout player this year for your band?
I'm not going to lie. Frank Kizzy, he's kind of a tank on the field. We have to have him on our team. I don't know, he's more of an all-around guy. He'll probably do a little bit of everything.
Rory Everly. I think he's going to be tremendous. I mean, he's a blue chip, 5-star athlete. I mean, guy just makes plays.
As you see, a lot of people are really excited for this year's Field Day. Who will take the crown? My bet is St. Leo. See you guys tomorrow, and
That's all we have for you today, Brother Rice. Make sure to tune in next time for more entertaining content just like this in the near future. And don't forget to follow us on your preferred social media for exclusive, never-before-seen Chieftain Live content. My name is Braden Willis, and don't forget to keep your grades up this fall.